We're here today at Union Street headquarters to attend a meeting on proposed changes to shifts, and we've been told by senior management that they're not prepared to negotiate with us. And we think that's quite disgraceful because it's such an important issue. It affects all of our members, all 6,000 of our members, and a serious employer would negotiate on an issue like that in a proper way. But what effectively has happened is the brigade is trying to dictate who the union's negotiating team should be. And they're saying that if certain people are included, then they will boycott the meetings. And that's exactly what they've just done. We've travelled here today, as you can see. We're here at Union Street. We would go into that meeting now and discuss in a calm and level-headed way the issue of shifts. But we've been told that that's not going to happen because the brigade are making demands about who should represent the union. And at the end of the day, no self-respecting union can allow the employer to dictate who's fit to represent the union's members and who isn't, just as the union could not expect to demand who should sit on management's side of the table. So it's extremely disappointing, but you know, if people are looking to apportion blame for the breakdown in negotiations, then it's the people in that building behind who, you know, frankly should hang their heads in shame. And I think what it is a reflection really of the increasingly dictatorial style of London Fire Brigade brigade managers. They are not serious about negotiation on this issue and on many other issues. That's why we are involved in a number of different disputes at the moment. They are increasingly taking a hard line under the leadership of Boris Johnson as the Mayor, and in particular Brian Coleman as the Chair of the authority. And despite their claims to want a collective agreement on shifts and on many other issues, our experience is that they simply don't. That they don't listen to us, they don't listen to our members, and unfortunately that's why we're often forced to threaten industrial action. And that's no way to run an organisation like the London Fire Brigade. They try to suppress any criticism of themselves, of various fire authority politicians. There's been stories recently about managers being instructed to rip down from FBU notice boards posters which criticise the chair of the authority. And they are just not interested in the democratic voice of the workforce. They try to run things with an iron fist, and it isn't the way to do business.
As you know, as far as the Fire Brigades Union is concerned, we've got a matter of principle where one of our elected chosen officials is not being permitted to attend meetings to discuss these urgent matters, including working patterns, new payments for CPD, and also the non-op conversion to fire rescue staff. At the meeting today, we formally demanded that the elected chosen official Paul Embry be in attendance, as he has been a lead official throughout those informal and formal discussions on those subjects. We made it clear to management that as far as we're concerned, that should they refuse that demand, then they would be effectively boycotting the negotiations. The reason for that is that it's for the Fire Brigades Union to choose its officials and not to be dictated by management who can attend those meetings. After a 10-minute adjournment, management came back in and have told us that they are not prepared to meet face-to-face with our chosen elected official Paul Embry. Therefore, we do not feel we have any alternative but to adjourn that meeting until such time as he is allowed to attend those meetings on behalf of Fire Brigade Union members. And it's a shame that management are taking this stance. What they did say is that they was prepared to have a facilitated meeting with joint secretaries or ACAS. In response to that, we feel that is extremely premature, especially in light of the fact that on previous occasions when we've requested joint secs, management have actually refused over watch managers receiving CPD, for example. We would still hold out hope that management will take up our invitation to meeting requests that we've put to them. We note that they don't want to speak to us during working hours. We therefore wrote to the head of human resources requesting attendance of brigade managers to discuss these matters either in the evening or at weekends on a neutral venue such as a hotel somewhere. Again, they've refused that request, but I'd still hold hope that they will see sense and come to that. In the absence of such a a result, then I'm afraid we've got no choice but to consider balloting for industrial action, which we have been consulting our members on.
Extremely disappointed. Once again, management have decided that they're going to try and dictate who will speak on behalf of the Fire Brigades Union. As a democratically elected official of the union, Paul Embry is quite entitled to be, as far as we're concerned, to be in these meetings, regardless of the fact of his suspension. The suspension is as an employee, not as a trade union official. I just think the management are being intransigent for intransigent's sake at the moment. We're trying to move things forward on behalf of the membership, and quite clearly management are putting obstacle after obstacle in our way. They're denying that, by the way, but I can quite clearly tell it's not true. And it's important to note that the Commissioner in his recent outings to talk to his employees, he's saying it's the FBU who aren't attending. I can clearly tell you now that we have set 4 different dates at a hotel where it was clear that we would have Paul Embry in attendance, and as such he would be part of our negotiating team. That was refused by management. So take it from me, management aren't turning up.